Deep within the forest, there was no longer any place to retreat. My breath failed, and no sound would come. Survival instinct outran my mind, and my mouth opened first. Brother. I spoke. I said Mother was still there, waiting for her son, an older brother who had gone into the mountains and never returned. It was a cowardly lie, whispered only to stay alive. The beast-shaped thing looked down at me, then froze. Neither its teeth nor its claws moved. It was the moment I spoke of Mother's well-being. Mother is still alive. At those words, he stood still for a long while. Then, he wept like a man, though trapped in a beast's frame. That day, I did not die. He said he could not approach Mother in such a form. Instead, on every new and full moon, he promised to leave his forest hunts within the fence. The meat never failed to arrive, neither in rain nor snow. Mother never learned who left those offerings, and I never told her. That winter, Mother passed away. On the night the funeral ended, a long, agonizing wail echoed from the forest. After that day, the meat came no more. The offerings ceased. Nothing was left on the new moon, nor the full. I stepped into the heart of the forest where he had lived. A fire burned within the cave. It was no beast's den. Stones were stacked and covered with clean cloth. A funeral was being held, following the rites of men. His breath was fading. Seeing me, he raised his head with great effort. The moment I looked upon his face, tears streamed down my cheeks for no reason at all. He whispered in a faint voice, "I go on ahead to watch over Mother, so do not grieve too deeply." I looked at him and bowed my head, no longer fleeing, no longer lying. I answered, "Yes, brother." For the first time, that word was the truth. Thanks to what my brother left behind, I lived without hunger or fear. The lie I told to survive became the very fabric of my life. Thank you for protecting Mother until the end. You truly were my brother.
The beast-clad brother sustained a life with his noble silence, while the lie told for survival became a truth thicker than blood. Beside the dying monster, the younger cast aside his mask of cowardice, and in place of his own failing, he calls out the name of the most human of brothers.
We built a stage for the jester. The children arranged the chairs in careful rows. Since the war, this was the first time laughter had returned to the village. He spoke little, yet whenever our eyes met, he was smiling. The Brutals appeared. We fled into the storehouse. We barred the doors and began to pray. The jester stood among us. He did not look afraid.
As we approached the village, Brutals emerged without warning. This place is no mere ruin. Something here is drawing them. We will proceed to investigate the square. Laughter drifts through the wind. During our investigation of the square, we discovered the bodies of a Tibelle priest and a holy knight. Neither had drawn their weapons before falling. Multiple brutal corpses were confirmed. However, the cutting patterns are unnatural. Identical trajectories, identical spacing. This was not a battle. There was a dance here. We located the remains of the nightly expedition. They were annihilated at the entrance of the storehouse. Laughter can be heard from beneath the structure. Each time we engage in combat, the sound grows nearer. The Brutals hear it before we do. We discovered structures beneath the storehouse. The elevator remains operational. If we descend, we may find the source. Should we fail to return, let this record remain that laughter is not hunting, it is performance.
A most precious guest. No applause is needed. Just do not look away until the moment you die. A stage dies the moment its audience closes their eyes. What is it? Are you afraid? You may cry. You may pray. But has the performance ended? My guest, are you still watching? Please, I do not wish to be alone in the dark.
The stage remained, and the chairs still stood in careful rows, as if the audience might return. He kept smiling until the very end.